Alright, people, let's talk about HTML paragraphs. So, HTML paragraph or HTML tag is used to define a paragraph in a web page. Let's take a simple example to see how it works. So, it is a notable point that a browser itself add an empty line between and after a paragraph. Grammatically talking, that's just normal. So an HTML tag or paragraph tag indicates the starting of a new paragraph. So for example, here I have two paragraphs. I'm using two paragraph elements here. And as you can see, all of them are starting on the new line. So even if I remove, the space between the two, in the source code here, nothing is going to change about the display of my web page. Okay, so each paragraph starts on the new line. One other thing that you need to note here is that if we are using various paragraph tags in one HTML file, then the browser will automatically add a single blank line between the two paragraphs. So that's why we have this particular, blank line between these two paragraphs. Let's just see that what I'm saying is actually true. If I put a third paragraph down here, you will see that we'll have another blank line. Okay, so that's just how it works. Now, when dealing with paragraph, there are certain things that you need to, be aware of. Let's talk about the space inside HTML paragraphs. So if you put a lot of spaces inside your HTML tag or paragraph tag, the browser will automatically remove extra spaces and extra lines while displaying your paragraph on the web page. Okay, because the browser counts number of spaces and lines as a single one. So let's see what I mean by that. Let's say, for example, that here I want to add some space here in my code. Okay, even though the content here is a single content that is surrounded by this particular paragraph tag. So now you see that the display of this text or paragraph will not change even though I'm putting space in my code, because that's actually how the paragraph element works in HTML. It ignores, whatever space that you can put in the code, in its content. That's how it deals with spaces. Okay, so as you can see, all the extra lines and unnecessary spaces are removed by the browser when interpreting this particular paragraph. So that's what I wanted to tell you about how HTML deals with spaces inside the content of the paragraph. Let's now talk about how to use, break line and horizontal rule tags with a paragraph. So an HTML break line tag is used for line break, and it can be used with paragraph elements. Let's take an example. Like here, if I want to add a break line like this, what is going to happen? So now you can see that what has happened is that the browser will break the line exactly where we have put our break line tag. So instead of putting a space in the code, you can use the break line tag like what I'm using right here in order to add some, blank space inside your paragraph. That's how to use the break line tag inside the paragraph. What if you want to use, okay, we will use another break line, maybe somewhere around here. We will say BR and BR again. Okay, now you can see that it's going to add another blank line. So that's it for the break line. What if you want to use the horizontal rule tag, the HR tag? So this particular HTML HR tag is used to apply a horizontal line between two statements or two paragraphs. So let's take an example. Like if between these two paragraphs, I want to use an horizontal line, I will say like this, HR, and then there you will see the horizontal line will show on my web page. If I want to add another horizontal line here, I will simply write HR like this, and it will add another horizontal line. So this is how you can use horizontal lines, between paragraphs. What if you want to add that particular horizontal line inside the paragraph itself? Like, for example, here in the paragraph, I would say HR like this. If I add it, now you can see the horizontal line has been added inside the content of the paragraph itself. That's it on how to use, break line and horizontal line. So that was it on the paragraph tag, the P tag, some of the things that you need to know, how to deal with spaces, how to deal with break line and horizontal tags in the paragraph content or in the paragraph elements in HTML. So guys, if you have any question about the paragraphs in HTML, feel free to write in the comment section. And if you like the video, please don't forget to like and subscribe to this YouTube channel. Let's meet in the next video.